right? So you're gonna see a lot of double satchel plays on the side to gain some space. But let's focus on this because look at this push. Oh, they go for it.
So they're out by 2, and so it is FPX in a situation where I would personally, would expect them to be capable of, bouncing back in the long term. Of course, right now, A-side control is pretty much theirs here so far.
Deploying drone.
And now the drone will gain a lot of space here on the side, but the problem is, yeah, 3 versus 4. They will have the side, they won't have the plant. But in the meantime, the retake will be happening, and look at the amount of utility coming in from Opportunities. They will have a recon bolt in any second. They will have the turret as well.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So 4 ghosts available as well. They are going in like really high power. But the problem is, will they have good crossfires to
It's a
hold
question.
those?
Yeah, a true, very, very valid point. Missing in the meantime, gets him mid-air, but it seems like that is gonna work for Opportunists according to plan. Akuma's like, why did you see my kill, mate? Come on. Manapi.
I really like the way they approached this. Like, they just went as one mass, right? There was no singular player just going in and peeking and trying to get some info. Everyone just rushed at the same time. So even if someone dies, like an example, the Killjoy jumping out of heaven, it doesn't matter. There's already someone else in her place taking some damage, taking some kills, and there's the good crossfire here from the duo Akuma and Helpy here. So this was a very good retake. But the problem is from FPX here is they died on C-Long, right? And they died on C-Long because they put the Astra smoke very deep on C side. So they allowed actually Opportunity to get that peak onto Long. They still want to go for that orb control because, as I said, it's so valuable. This is why we're gonna see Angel getting in that orb every single round. Unless he has his ultimate.
Yeah, true. Very true. And so, Shadow and Co. We saw a lot of conversion rounds fail in our previous match. A lot of conversion rounds going the other way than expected. And I'm not quite sure if Akuma is in a nice spot for now, because he might be just eliminated within a second talking about it. Look how Angel was like,
he was still
don't suck me in.
debuffed.
Yeah, very much. But still, beautiful stuff from Akuma. Deals a lot of damage. Hoppy is assisting when needed. And as they try, beautiful stuff coming in. Seems like that's going to work by the book. 2-0.
And Hoppy already has his running back. So this is a tool that you either use for scouting on defense or for retaking, right? So this is gonna be pretty cool to use already on against a full buy, because you just increase your odds of damaging your opponents with when they have full buy, and you still like build up it. You know, you're gonna die or get a kill after you use the ult. So basically, it's a it's 1 out of 6 after you use it. So it's pretty important for Opportunities to use this running back this round, and this is the moment where FPX has the full buy round. This is the crucial moment. They need to win this round to have the economy building up, and just otherwise Opportunities will just run away with so many rounds in a row. You check the corner with the hot hands. Angelo is 1 out of his ultimate, so he gets 1 kill. He can still like go further with the map control because of that.
Yeah, but look how much map control you already obtained by basically sneaking around. That seaside is open. And Akuma has gained that information. Very crucial from Dima. Sick. He gets information. I mean, this is somewhat crucial, right? He gets a bit of information, but information is not success. And Akuma says, Boombot, I don't care about you. Passes around and deactivates the little Roomba right there. But still, it's going to be Opportunists trying to obtain a bit more of control. Seems like they will try for the retake, and seems like they might just make that work, except Shadow has more to say. Ain't happening.
What a good retake. And you have to like really appreciate small stuff like Akuma peeking through that smoke, not respecting the Boombot, right? Because the logic behind that move is no one is looking at that, you know? No one is looking at that bomb bot when it's going into the smoke. So there's a very small window of an opportunity, pun intended, to kill an opponent that is not suspecting you're gonna be peeking that. Although, you have to say that the bomb bot, how it works in smokes is that when it goes into the smoke and encounters an enemy, it explodes instantly. So there's just no way of mitigating the damage. So you're gonna be heavily damaged after that. But if you get 1-for-1 in this case, in a bonus round, this is worth it. In a full buy round, probably not. But here, it was definitely worth it.
It was definitely worth it. Well said. And so for now, it seems like Zippin and Co. go back to the classic old Sheriff, the good old buddy that you can put to use.
Yeah, the problem is now FPX has those ults from Angel and Shadow, but they cannot use them because they're on a low buy. And this puts a dent in their plan. They're not efficient with the ultimate usage right now. This is not something that FPX was envisioning when coming into attack. The round 3 was meant to be used with the ultimates, but they were not getting enough kills on those first 2 rounds. So now it's awkward. Now it's awkward, and it's 3 rounds ahead for opportunities, and it's probably going to be looking for a 4th.
Now look at the bait though. Yep, exactly. The bait and switch perfectly works. He's like, you know, little boombot, shoot at me. Doesn't matter. That one is out. A brilliant frag coming in, and Logan falling on the ground, kissing the concrete. Which brings us back to the A side, seemingly. Definitely focused on taking the room over there.
30 seconds left.
Joke's over! You're dead!
There's the run back use because they now have the man advantage. So the plant is so important. It's still winnable.
Yeah,
even with the inferior utility.
Oh, no!
What? What just happened?
No awareness. Not being ready for it. Oh, but look at that one. Second one put it down as well. He denied it. He denied it exactly. And this is so brilliant. Smart room from Roden. He proves that he's a little Einstein there. And he wants to go for more. Seeking for the ace. But Akuma finished it up. That
what a play.
Is brilliant.
I mean, from some chaotic moments when you can see Hoppy being a little bit confused by Angel's ultimate when full running, but this play by Roden, MVP, he hears where the bomb is planted, he exactly knows where it is. 2 shock darts deal that lethal damage because every single one of them is maximum 90 damage. He stops the plant, only 10 seconds remaining. The recon arrow does cost another significant amount of time to be destroyed and stops the plant and just puts a huge wrench in the plan for FPX to be successful in this run. And it was looking so good in the beginning.
It did. Talking about it. Ouch. Here's the counter. 4-0 start reminds me a little bit of what we saw earlier with the NIP versus Skilled game on this map. You know, it was momentum shifting, momentum going this way, momentum going that way. In the meantime, Hoppy is just nasty with those taps. And this is how you deny mid control. In the meantime, Astra ult being put to use. And if I'm not totally wrong, it should be Shadow using that.
Yeah, that's from Shadow, but unfortunately it's ill-timed because there were already 2 players gone while he was trying to ult. So this ult is fruitless most of the time because they wanted to push that B, get that plant with those 2 players standing in front of it. Now it's way too late, but hey, Roden gets overconfident and pays the price.
Yeah, he pays the price indeed. And, you know, if it comes down to the wire here on the B side, we'll definitely find that one out. Demasic as well, Shadow enter it, put that one down.
I have a confusion. What should I do?
Yeah, he's a little bit out in the open, to be honest, to use that. But either way, brings it in. And so, this will deliver us a retake scenario from Opportunists. And they have proven that they're capable of doing so. No ult is there. Logan would really benefit from that right now. And so Hoppy and Co. will enter the sentry now, at least spots one more indirectly. Demasic waiting back. And so they enter it, so they're on the site, and so Demasic strikes with Shadow. Ain't anything happening, as Taka might try, is spotted, Sheriff in hand. The time would still work to find a little more, but I doubt it for a second. Yep, it is the free K, but my goodness, it got close there.
If they lined up, that could have been a 2K with 1 bullet, man. Oh, that would have been crazy. He still had time for the defuse. But I have to say, FPX played it really well when it comes to the crossfire. Akuma, sorry, not Akuma. The second Astra Shadow was just so well positioned to help out his teammate Dimasic when he was standing behind backside, and that was such an important trait to have available because Dimasic had one kill, then he got traded, then he gets traded, but then we have Shadow killing that guy and still bringing it 2 versus 1. So this is such a good positioning by FPX here in the post plant.
Very much indeed.
This is the first round for FPX. Paid high in blood. You know, there's 3 bodies lying there, but they're able to buy still the rifles, although with 3 small shields. So not perfect equipment. Angel with 2 out of 6, so no way of him using the run it back so far. Rodden destroying the trap, gets a little bit of control and informations. Important. There's the drone for drone. Rodden has to go back. So now FPX is gaining a little bit of map control. They're trying to get to A short. They do it loudly, which is triggering the rotations. But in the meantime, Rodden just kills Dimasic, peeking on A lobby.
And I mean, once more, very late. Taka can definitely evaluate what's about to happen. It's just a matter of time, I would say, until Hoppy makes a move. Pardon, that is actually Akuma making a move.
30 seconds left.
And so as Logan has spotted, a little unfortunate, because now they can pretty much predict what's going to happen. Roden is out of the equation, but there's still much more to come. 20 seconds, and we saw previous rounds, and Wild, he can't deny, but dies in the process. And that is the trait they were looking for. At the same time, look at Xiao, who still got his ult, and now they might just have a bit of a problem. The timing on Taka plays a crucial role, but Xiao peeks and finds the frag. And so he could just run away, wait for the defuse, ain't doing that, has an idea, gets eliminated though, and Shadow is now probably ending in the dagger. So does he? He actually whiffs it, still makes that move. 5th round for Opportunists, and there's no follow-up for you, FPX.
I mean, that was actually kind of chaotic situation with the dash, right? He wants to dash forward and just go over his opponent because it's so hard to react to that. Like, you don't know exactly where the jet is. You need to be just swinging, flicking your mouse to find the jet. But somehow he actually wins this when the dash was stopped by the wall. Because he doesn't glide, that's the answer. He just falls down. He still has full control over the knives. They have no recoil. They're pixel perfect accuracy. While his opponent was standing there with a Vandal and he had to adjust to a falling down jet and track that.
Right. And so it's an exceptional kind of play we're seeing right now coming out of them. You know, we were talking about it in the beginning, mentioning someone's streak has to end here. And for me right now, it seems like we know whose streak could end right here.
Oof.
Well,
that was close.
Just observing.
Yeah, I mean, angle was hard to shoot even there. He couldn't even wallbang because of the double layers there. But FPX with the inferior utility, 2 people holding double doors.
Oh, a little early. How risky is that to put it out right that second? And take a look at it. He was even vulnerable. Still can't find the kill.
Unlucky.
And
Angel would have been dead with 1 bullet out of everything. But Shao in the meantime gets the kill on C. Opens up the side. Angel fighting on mid. Disadvantage, but no utility. No flashes available. He still holds on due to his life.
Yeah, again, look who's playing a crucial role, though. That could be Xiao. If they can buy enough time, the defuse will be impossible. At the same time, they have to get Sova or have to get a defuse started ASAP, because otherwise that will not work. And here they come. So here's the ult. That should still be enough time. As we see right there, still no frag found with the ult. As they all stand in the corner, though, could work quite well. And there we talk about it. There we talk about it. That's the dash, even slightly missed. That's the operator, slightly missed. And that's the round, massively missed.
Wait, he's not picking up the operator?
No.
Okay, well, you know, not really surprised. FPX doesn't really play with an operator on tag on almost any single map. But this here, it's a little bit dramatic. Akuma whiffing the shots on Angel here when he was debuffed. That could have been weird. I mean, it's not weird. Everyone whiffs from time to time, you know. It's just a little bit unlucky, but every single Asset was on his side. Lower HP, debuff, better weapon, and he gets one tap by Angel. And Angel starts like laughing.
Very true. Very true. And you know, it might have been Opportunists being up 5-1, but it very often has been extremely costly. And as it has been costly, that brings you in the position where you can't really afford much. Oh, it's Akuma with a triple, and this man is not to be stopped. It seems like the French Terminator is coming in when needed. An FPX.
What a nice double pick, by the way, here by Takas and someone else. I don't even know who that was.
Oh my goodness.
But you can see the fundamentals being there as well. Akuma goes in with the insane triple kill from Sheriff, which shouldn't have happened like at any given time in the game. Like, how do you allow this to happen?
Yeah, wonderful. Boom. Okay, that's the first one, right? And
second,
the pre-aim. That's nasty. That's absolutely where $800 are so well invested. Jesus Christ. How wonderfully played. An Opportunists up by 4 rounds.
Man, what a round. Insane.
Really?
Well, Angel wants to gain some map control. Still has that run back available. Probably gonna get popped right here.
Would make sense.
Although, when you look at C Long, this is why he's not popping it. He still waits for the drone to find some information, so he can be more certain about what's happening on the map.
Joke's over. You're
There we go. There's the run back.
Finally.
Goes for double dose. Doesn't see anyone.
Where's Taka? Look, they made it so well right here. Executing on the side, Taka has to make a move because they can move for garage any second soon. And suddenly, it is the C side belonging to them, which does not mean that the round is already gone. Because a quick look here right now, Lofar on the utility. There's a Killjoy ult, a Rodin, and Akuma.
But Angel says no to at least Rodin. That utility is gone. Logan and Hoppy in the meantime get double kill. Hoppy gets traded by Dimasic. And it's Shao on the side trying to defend it with his teammate on the backside as well. There's the defender's Killjoy ultimate. Akuma waits it out. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. I'm not sure how much time is left on the bomb. Oh no, he peeks preemptively.
Yeah, and this is right now pretty much costing him that round, and I was really asking myself, Logan's ult, was it really that well placed?
I don't think so.
He was trying to get everybody, I guess, in cubby and towards long. I fully understand that, but at the same time, it's really worrying to me that he ruled out the entire C side, which was not cleared.
I feel like with this ultimate, there should have been more presence pushed towards platform and backside, and maybe some, you know, in the heat of the moment, there was some information lost, and because of that, Akuma like kind of peeked preemptively, didn't know which angles to check, because you know everyone can be everywhere still when there's like 6 seconds left. And by the way, this Gravity Well, such a low cost utility piece, and look how much time and map control you gain by using that. That's a 200 credits worth of map control. It's insane.
Right. And for the moment, the costly round is bringing us back to the A site, where pretty much long and short has been under control for them right now. We saw Opportunists somewhat passive in this round so far. No major aggression, no real ground taken. I mean, Taka has been dying in the process, don't get me wrong. But still.
Did I see Zippen using his showstopper at all in this game?
He's taking his time.
I literally can't remember a single one yet.
Oh.
Had to be at least one.
Yep.
Oops. Dimasic on Logan. In the meantime, Zippen with on Akuma. Well, this is falling down. Oh, but Rodin says Guardian.
One tap machine. Making a 2-tap. Still, good damage dealt. Darts come out. Oy, 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 and he dodges it barely, but he still dodges it.
There's double shotgun coming, but it's a little bit late.
Yeah.
And it's misaligned.
There we go. Unlucky for him. Still, good chances. Nice flash. Eliminated with ease. And so, Rodin is trying. I mean, he's trying it with 5 HP. Wonderful headshot. Dimasic on 5 points of health. I'll be honest with you. I do not believe it. At the same time, I do want to believe it. And so he tries, so he dares, and so he falls.
I mean, Dima was at 5 HP as well, right? So
yeah,
this was actually possible. He had the opportunity. If Shadow would have been killed by a headshot, the right peak was actually transferable. So Rodden had a chance, unlikely one, but he had it. But look at this.
30.
Such a nice double kill. With such a... Let's say Guardian is a highly specialized weapon that you don't expect to work in that specific fight. So, yep. Pretty well played still.
There are only a few players.
Currently for Opportunities, I feel like they are still okay with the score. Even if it finishes up in a 6-6, it's not terrible. This map is balanced when it comes to both sides. So it's not the end of the world, but definitely Opportunists would like to keep FPX in check with an advantage, especially coming into a piss round. But hey, look at the ultimates. Shao, Zippen, Angel, and Shadow all have the ults available.
Right. And so, as you see, Hoppy.
That was
That's surprising.
Weird. Like that was a huge tell by Angel what he's trying to do, and the footsteps exactly sold the position and intent, which was then used to full extent by his opponent. That's a little bit weird, and you have to question what was happening here, especially since he was lurking on the map while with his ult still could have been used, right?
Yeah, very much indeed. And oh, ouch! Painful one here for Logan.
That's how it works with the Roomba, you know. Oh, beautiful shock darts this time from Rodden to stop a plant.
Oh, and still, it seems like that is not going to be that easy. Yep, Taka's coming in. And Shao is far away from the bomb, and so gets eliminated with ease. FPX. Right now, struggling.
I don't know, man. It's a little bit, I would say, the lack of discipline showing in FPX right now. They had 4 ults. You feel like you should capitalize on that to get that round going, and they used the Cosmic Divide. But Angel lurking with the Phoenix, before he has run it back, which is so valuable on this map to initiate an attack. Zippen still holding for that showstopper for I feel like eternity right now. It's a little bit awkward. And Shao, I'm guessing he's holding it for the pulse plant, but right now they're struggling to enter a site and just get control.
Yep. And as Angel is trying some moves, ain't gonna happen for now.
He was scaring people off B, and it kind of worked. No one is there.
Yeah, true. But I mean, at the same time, how often did we see them end up on B? I doubt
really.
it. And so
what
beautifully done.
What
Second
an
one.
Angle from Angel.
Oh, he escapes. But how long will he stay alive? First one comes in. Yep, take it. Second one,
oh
not
my god,
granted.
it was so close. I think he hit like 120 on Shadow. No damage.
No.
Interesting.
It looked like it. You're right, but it definitely didn't work. The spray seemingly was a little.
They counter ult.
That hurts. Yep. See you, Rodent. Bye-bye, and have a good one.
And checking the backside for any lurks. Pretty good usage of that. I really like that. Shao made it work. Zippen's unfortunately dead, so no showstopper. Logan and Akuma. A big task ahead, but they're known for those situations. They know how to work in clutch. They know how to...
Oh, this is good!
What is happening?
Look at it! And so it's right now only Shao remaining. His ult has been put to use, which means there's pretty much no chance of making any further. Nakuma is on it. As he now tries to use his ult, he think he used the star, and there it comes.
This is the Opportunists we love to watch. What a nuts retake. 2 versus 4. Akuma and Logan, the two guys that we have seen over and over, ascend those 4 kills. Retakes were just insane for those players, and now they just show we're consistent at it. It's insane. This shouldn't have happened. This is maybe not on the level that we have seen from Yassine on the bind today, but this is just paragon team play from Opportunists here. It's insanely hard to play like this, to be so confident and yet so organized in frantic situations like this. They have such a good synergetic ways of telling where your teammates should be to play the off to play that off angle and have that crossfire, get that kill, support your teammate, get the clutch, and it's insane. So nice to watch.
It is, and I'll be honest with you, the name fits very well. Those lads are opportunists. They're taking every opportunity they can, to put it that way. Angel and Co. down by 4 rounds on the map they have been pretty much invincible at, unbeatable. Use any other adjective you want to. And so, Opportunists, can the momentum swing their way with those pistol rounds? That is an exceptionally important question.
Very quiet execution so far.
Indeed.
Well, slowly creeping. Not much map control taken by FPX, by the way. They have no idea what's happening in A short. This is why Angel is still checking it. And now 4 people are going in, but debuffed. They're getting killed with one right click from the classic. That nade was so well positioned.
Oh, yeah, there we go. And so, it is FPX in a situation where they most definitely try to make something work with the round they have. Retake is initiated, Boombot is coming in, Flash as well. Seems like that was not well communicated. And talking about it, Taka knows, and Taka is now on the one-tap mission. As for now, though, it is Logan standing just there over long. 25 points of health, and a quick look where the spike has been planted tells us the story. Tries to find the one-tap, but Xiao will start, Xiao will continue, Xiao will not worry, Xiao hopes for his teammates. And at the end of the day, here comes the 5th for FPX.
Insanely important round for FPX. Like, without this pistol round going on for them, there was very little hope of them surviving in this map. And now I'm just wondering... if Opportunists will go for a force. They had the plan. Haven is a good map for forcing because you play close range most likely. So you can use those Spectres, you can use those Buckies, even on attack. Remember, we're playing on 2.05, so the Bucky is very deadly. But, as you can see, only Deagle's being bought. But you have to take into account, Opportunities are insanely good with Sheriffs.
Yeah.
A quick plant, B is open.
Planted.
And as you see, as they enter the side right here, Sippin and Co. in a situation that seems extremely doable for them. I mean, there's nothing too crazy to talk about this round. Opportunists scattered all around the map, have not really tried to attack anything towards B yet, and they really keep them away. They really keep them far away from the spike. And as Sippin is defusing, sure, it's nice that they got the spike down, all great, but that is pretty much another round coming in for FPX. Though this means, economically speaking, they're in a good position.
Yeah, the only problem I have seen with this round is, if I'm not mistaken at least, Logan didn't have his nano swarms for this round. He bought the Sheriff,
Enemy remaining.
but no nano swarms were available, so they couldn't play post plan for it, which is a shame, right? Because he bought it right now. But that cash could have been used in the previous round to have it available in case like this works. And they had a chance of making this work because the nano swarms can just buy so much time.
Right. Fully agreed on that. Absolutely agreed on that. And now...
Angel's angle is actually pretty good in combination of that position from Zipan.
Was actually Taka in the smoke or not? I'm asking myself right now, but... Doesn't matter for the moment.
No. I mean, he threw the smoke, but Zipan was just above it, so he doesn't care.
Then you're right. Then I believe you. I have to at the end of the day anyway.
You know what? I would love Cypher's camera to deal 1 damage. One hit.
One single
just literally 1 damage. Not even armor, just 1 damage from HP. Like true damage. So you can get a kill with it. That would be funny.
That would be funny indeed. Either way. As we see right now, Logan and Co. hoping to find a bit more than in the previous rounds, as they were really denied most of the time. And so entering the seaside, yeah, it's gonna be an obstacle. I mean, surely they took out Demasik, it's not like that. But they lost Taka in the process. One player with the highest combat impact, and talking about it, Shadow is getting a lineup for himself. Sippin is joining the party, and so Hoppy remains, which now brings him in the uncomfortable scenario to clutch it on his own. But chanceless he is.
And now everything suddenly flips on its head. Right? Opportunities lose the full buy round, are on the lower buy on Haven, and it's gonna be most like an 8-8 score. So suddenly the game is even. And and FPX are on the roll, right? They are currently on this higher, let's say, or more favored mental state because they are just have the momentum behind them. You have to ask Opportunities, well, what is the plan? How do we approach
Right.
the game, right? Because they were pretty disjointed in the previous round. Wow, that was so close.
This can't happen. You're right now trying so hard to make a push happen. Logan is fine in two, but the initial one from Taka was disastrous. It was absolutely disastrous, and this is leaving me in pain. Because look at it, they were doing it smart. It was Astra pulling them all in. They had the distraction with the dart. It still didn't work.
It's just, you know, sometimes it happens, but it was such a cool plan. Like the gravity well with the Recon Dart, as you said, it makes the player confused. He looks up, he's being pulled, he's being debuffed. One knife deals 100 damage, then, you know, in a body, in a hand, in a leg, whatever, wherever you hit, it's 100 damage. So then it should be an easy kill. And by the way, Logan there, here, he kills two guys with a headshot, and he headshots the third.
I have the spike.
He's at 5 HP.
Yeah.
He actually had 3k if Zipan would have been chip damaged by anything at the beginning of the round. That would have been again a 3k sheriff play by someone from Opportunities.
And so we're back in a tie, which is, you know, considering it came from a 4-8, a little concerning for Opportunists. The momentum has absolutely changed sides, and as the tables have turned, the Frenchmen have to come up with something right here, because otherwise FPX will say, thank you very much for giving us all the freedom and space. We very much enjoy it, and see you on map number 2.
With all that freedom, they're almost like from NA.
Well, let's not make the region thing out of this.
It's already done.
It's already done. In the meantime, Shadow knows how to punish, but only one of them. And so the B side is secured. An Angel far away from the actual action used his ult to find a bit of information. Dima, Sick, and Co. definitely capable of a retake, and the attacker's killjoy is forcing them away. But the thing is, it comes so early, they're gonna have all the time in this world right now to retake it once more. As Dima Sick tames out Logan, he continues to streak, but Akuma and Hoppy know how to find frags. Doesn't change the matter of fact that Angel is still on the server, and that Angel is a man you don't really want to have against you. Goes with the flash, wrong direction! No way!
Angel, this is not the angle. You need to use the turn signal, you know? You go right. You're not driving a... Anyway, wanted to use a brand.
But yeah, I know what you want to say. Very good.
But this was actually crazy, the misclick costing him the round.
Absurd, isn't it?
I mean, you don't expect a professional player to make a whiff like that, right?
No.
But it happens. But it is hilarious. Like, we're on a delay, but I'm sure the Twitch chat is having a blast right now. They are going in. They are sparing no expense on creating memes.
No. They're going to be like Iron Angel. What is this all about?
Joke's over. You're dead.
The Mando, absolutely a beast, no doubt about it. Hoppy and Kodo taking a fast pace, and well, this is actually your teammate being attacked by it. Doesn't change the matter of fact that they have entered the side of C. And with that control, Lothar, retake might be on once more. Opportunists with a round advantage for now.
Spike planted.
Well, the shock does a little bit late to the party. No damage. Still, the drone available, but not tag. Logan just holds the angle, gets the double kill. What
Nasty.
a beast.
Absolutely. And that leaves it down to Sippin as well as Dima6. And I very much doubt that there's much more coming out. Only sees the cap of Race, but still free haircut coming in. And that leaves Dima6 all on his own. And maybe saving the Vandal would be the most reasonable approach, as though he tries to, you know, demolish the economy of Opportunists while taking the safe route out.
Well, this is gonna hurt FPX morale for sure. The blunder in the previous round costs him most likely this round as well. It's like a cascading effect. Probably using this word second time today, but whatever. So it's like, you know, it's a domino effect. Oh, that's better. It's a domino effect because you lost the previous round. you might lose the next round because you have worse economy, maybe worse utility because of that. You're also like lost a little bit of morale and so on. And then Logan goes in, gets a triple kill while defending an angle. It's absolutely nuts.
It is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. And my goodness, Lofar. 10-8. Opportunists are not here to fool around. That is for sure. And when we talk about this map, so far statistically, they're looking decent on it. I mean, Haven is a good battleground for them. 10-8. They were down 4 rounds in a row, but they found a way back. And it seems for me, Lofar, the swift and fast ones seem to work.
Maybe too fast, too furious a little bit.
Depends if they have the Supra.
Shao is trying to regain some map control, or at least get some informations. How many people are waiting for him? Because he's very alone, you know, on that backside. There's a player of his on A short, but they don't have a good angle to help each other right now. So it's a little bit odd. It's a little bit tough on that side, but Opportunities are waiting. They're playing the waiting game. They destroyed the camera. They destroyed one trap at the entrance of C. So they're trying to bait FPX into peeking, but FPX is not biting. And Zipan, by the way, I think he still has the ultimate from the previous half.
Very good information they have gained right here.
30
Seems like they're
seconds
grouping
left.
up towards A, and it is only 28 seconds left. That will be no fake. This has to be an execute.
It has
and
to be.
This is the moment where Akuma gets a double smoke. One Haven, one CT, right?
19 seconds.
He cannot go for a stun. He cannot go for a pull. He just needs to go. Shao, one shot that the...
Oh no, and there they pull it all in. That's the magnet on the feed of the players. That is a little late. Rodent still sticks, and Taka denies any kind of aggression Shadow wanted. Opportunists are on it, though they are only on 230 points of health overall. Still, this is doable. Still, there is a chance. Steam is cautious about it, and Sippen is definitely a man you could call one of the best Rays over there in Europe. The man has no material to fly, so no air control needed, but there still comes the showstopper, finds one, immediately eliminated, and that puts Demasik on the back foot. No real chance, no opportunity, will swing slowly, but the clock is racing away, and this means that there is no chance left. Opportunists with the 11th here, Lothar.
Oh, that was a tough round to watch because Angel was actually in a perfect spot. He was unknown, his position was unknown for a very long time. If a plant would have started actually earlier, he probably would have killed the planter and get maybe even one more kill, but then he was found by Hoppy. Perfect moment for Hoppy to get that kill and open this entire round. It's like, when you look for a really big impact kill, that was the impact kill.
Yeah, agreed. I couldn't have said it any better right there. And you know, the funny thing is that comparing it to our previous match we had, right, with NIP and Guild, there is no direct race versus race duel happening here. That's just non-existent. That will not happen. And this living room of FPX, you know, usually they chill on the couch here and pick up every single time they play it. This is being wrecked, and they definitely need to redecorate it soon if Opportunists keep on sticking to the pace here.
I mean, what's the utility like? Oh, there's actually not so much. Zippen has small shields, Sheriff, no Roomba, and no satchels. This is really not looking cool. No. And Zippen is one of those guys that is so important at dealing chip damage or just denying the plant. In the meantime, there's the Sova ultimate. No tags, if I'm not mistaken.
No way. And that lurk was so wonderful there. You saw him, right, moving over short. But by the way, one of the two players who had a rifle. And that obviously turns things around as one after another dies.
And Logan with the double kill. It's like a litany at this point, you know. You know it's coming. And you can recitate that for a long time. Oh, the Bucky misses! How is that possible? Well, Shao, the Lone Ranger, trying to defend the honor of FPX right now to not go into match point. Unlucky. The angle wasn't checked, let's say, to full extent. But man, oh man. But I want to say one thing. You can see both teams actually use the same strategy here. When you can see Sova using the ult, typically it's one player pushing with it, because you can, even if you're getting tagged by it, no one expects anyone to be in the Sova ultimate, right? If it's a friend or foe. So you can use that to either gaining control while attacking a site, and we have seen that in the Opportunities line, when they just went in with the Phoenix on site and no one expecting that. But you can also see that lurk here. That was unsuccessful, unfortunately, from Angel, but it was a cool little play.
And so,
here,
there you go. I mean, Diva 6 swinging wide from the start on, and FPX, they're in a spot to make it. I mean, surely that has been heard. Cage working well for Demasik, and the man is hungry for a third, but this is crucial information. They know someone is already on site, and now they clean it up. As though Hoppy would stand a chance. No opportunity. 9-12. That one reminds me of the round we previously had in Haven, where you thought it was a replay. It went a little too fast.
There's gonna be, you know, there's a small chance for FPX to still bring it back, but it's gonna be super tough. Like they are not looking good within this round, even though they have an operator here, by the way, for Zippen. They have the full utility, but they're on the back foot. The momentum is behind Opportunities. They have 3 ultimates.
Right.
And on the tag, they are so impactful.
And specifically, those are not passive ultimates. Those are active ultimates. This is not a Cypher who can find a bit of information from time to time. No, this is that serious utility. And so, as Hoppy moves through, first frag found, brilliant stuff, but now knows...
Gets the info.
Yeah, gets really crucial info. And so they say, get away from my C sites. Getting that spike down here.
Well, he's being tagged. So there was a small chance of getting that ultimate off, but he is being caught, is he? No player is detained.
It looked like it. You're absolutely right. For a second, it looked a lot like it, but Opportunists have gained the ground on C. That was a close one. Still survives. And this brings us in a situation where the clock is running away, and it's ticking loud in the ears of FPX. As though Angel enters. The Angel's entering very uncautious, and that means Logan is up for a hunt, still dinks him, and that means that the time is still not playing in their favor. Not at all. Taka, finish.
How often do you counter-strat that, and how often do your opponent plays the double guessing game?
Right.
Oh, but hey, there's already a pull early in the round, as always, to gain some map control. This is very cool, by the way. This is used in a very similar manner that we have seen on Heaven A on Long, when you try to control the guy peeking next to the orb. And this is the same logic applies here to Garage B when someone is close in the corridor. So one smoke and one fake. To gain some map control on mid, Shadow will now slowly lurk towards vents. At least that's what I'm assuming the plan is, because they want to get some map control there, or even fake going to A, so the rotations will be triggered, and then rest of APX will march towards B. And they're going slowly. They make noise now. The wall goes down, and there's the execute.
There you go. And as predicted, there it comes. Logan finds the first, the classic in use of Hoppy, but oh man, I mean, a little too exposed if you ask me. Logan's still in a dangerous spot. Actually can move on site, and I'm not quite sure if they got them on the radar. And here it comes. Another headshot, another headshot. Logan not to be stopped. And it seems like the French pistol saying au revoir to FPX as more has to come. Xiao is still ready for the action. 25 seconds. Don't allow him a rotation. Don't allow him any fancy moves. Got the spike on his back, but he will slowly take the approach on Logan while he moves away. Baits the first. Both could peek at the same time. Ain't working, and ouch. Taka still down, but Logan with the 4K.
There's no camera on me, but if the chat would have seen my reaction, like, Logan cannot be allowed to do stuff like this. This guy is on point with his game sense. Yeah. It's insane to see this decision making. This is why, by the way, he's so good at clutching rounds. Those moments when he knows what's happening. Look, he has low health. He knows how to peek. He knows when to take control, because he knows there's a breach coming in. He's gonna flash. I'm gonna have him close range with his utility out in the hand. It's so easy to read those when you see we have the X-ray vision. But when you're in the game and you need to visualize those situations, that's where the game sense shines, and Logan is absolutely insane with that. And by the way, Packers with the good crossfire with him, that's what won the round.
Absolutely agreed. And so Rodent patiently waiting for any more to come. Definitely not the kind of situation where you would overpeak into those sheriffs. With, by the way, the sheriff, the 4th most played weapon in this tournament so far, which once more highlights how crucial this little thing is. But in the meantime, Rodent is picking them all, and the deputy is back in town as he overtakes the batch.
Oh,
and delivers it all, and there you go.
A little bit of confidence coming in from Opportunists here, peeking into his own grenade as well. Which is fine, by the way. It doesn't deal that much damage, and it's a very big surprise factor. But allowing Dimasic to get double kills like this, it's a little bit awkward. And now this is actually winnable for FPX still. Although Shao is on 2 HP, he will get himself to 62 in a moment when this heal will be available. So he will still have to get like hit twice to even get killed, or even 3 times in case of Spectres and leg shots, an example.
Yeah. I'm still worried here, Lofar, because only one man is fortifying the B site. That's Logan.
Yeah.
Still, I don't want to call it out. I really have my worries if this guy gets killed, but talking about it, 10 seconds left, and Shao killed
Not even
in
a
the
plan.
process.
Unfortunate for FPX, there's no additional cash. Remember, plant is worth 300 per player and gives an orb, which would have been crucial for Shao to build up his ultimate. He would have been one charge closer to that res. Oh wow, and that kill was actually pretty big. He actually missed that grenade. This is why he was next to it. I thought he's like trying to push people away in case someone pushes it, but he just bounced it from something, from a decal on the wall. You know, it was a mistake. I mean, unlucky.
Concealment. Recovering it.
So, Logan going
with the
close range.
Oh my.
He has to. I mean, look at it. He's right now trying to make that work. Ah, no. He gets a lot of information, though. And this is crucial. He's right now maybe dying, dealing good damage on Siphon. Sure, it's going to get healed. Unfortunate for him. But at the end of the day, this is exceptional to me, to the fact that he tries his close range opportunities, meets 5 guys, and this is good information.
Yeah, and the flash from Hoppy was on point, man. He flashed everyone. Imagine Logan having a Phantom there instead of a Spectre. He would have killed Zipan, maybe transferred to a second guy. It would have been absolutely insane. Even killing Wonder on the bonus round would have been absolutely brutal for FPX.
Agreed.
Still, this is a round where Opportunities would like to just get some kills. They are now unfavored to win the round, but still can damage the economy from FPX. Good info, 2 people.
There you go. But I don't see that. I honestly didn't see the peak being any useful right there. But Tekka's there! And Tekka's humiliating them all as if he had him. And the Frenchman with the mobile guillotine strikes. But there's more to come over on the site as they still try. Tekka wants to hold him up. Tekka wants to delay. And Tekka wants to make a smart move, but can't do much more than that. And there goes the Bucky.
Dude. Look at the HP. Shadow at 15, Dimasic at 13. If Hoppy didn't have a Bucky, if he would just use the classic instead, right? But he probably got the call, they're low on HP. We should just like even use the Bucky for the chip damage. That was so close of winning. And by the way, Taka shows up in the way Akuma and Logan are showing the same way. First guy with the debuff gets the double damage from the Spectre, basically changing this gun into a Phantom close range, right? And then those, it's nuts. Like this, how expensive this round was for FPX. Like, this is absolute madness what we're witnessing. And now Zipan, unfortunately being countered by the gravity well debuffed, double satchel basically put to place.
Yeah. And you have to see right here, Lofar, the A side is usually the less successful side here for FPX. Only 34% of the plans are coming down to that spot, and they're also way less successful. But statistics and numbers don't mean a thing. Akuma pushing out, gets one.
Not exactly the thing that I would like to go for, because Shao has the ultimate. Now it's gonna be a 4 versus 3. That's the problem.
And the operator needs to come in. Taka whiffing big time. And he moves away. The best thing he can do right now while Sippin takes the ropes.
Just get him on that operator instead of... sorry, on that Spectre instead of the operator.
But he was putting all the blades away.
Yeah, it was kind of... I don't know. It was kind of weird. I think that was a misclick. But They're gonna save. I'm a little bit surprised seeing Akuma with that really odd peak from that smoke.
30
Like,
seconds left.
this is something I mentioned when we're talking. Okay. When talking about Yasin, right? Those are the situations where a lack of awareness puts your team at a disadvantage, because Shao had that ult available, and if you kill one, you are at a disadvantage because it's 5 versus 4, because you die as a trade and then get the res, right? If you were to get a kill on the second one, then it's worth it, even if it's not Sage. But it's such a high risk, right?
You know, the thing is, I don't think that it's an awareness thing. I would be very surprised if he doesn't know what's the thing about it. I'll be honest with you, I would be surprised if he doesn't know, there could be 2 guys behind that smoke. There's no universe where he's not expecting something.
No, that's not the awareness that I mentioned. The awareness was about the ultimate
decision making
from the Shao. Like, they know that there's a Shao ultimate available for the res. So if you peek into that, you expect to get 1 kill, because it's such a weird angle that you wouldn't have enough time most likely to kill 2, right? And if you kill 1, then the Sage gets a res, and essentially your kill is worthless. While your death is meaningless. The other way around. Your death is worth a lot for your team, because you put your defenders on disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's debatable because you're getting in without any utility, right? There's nobody assisting you in it, but it has been in the past. We're in a tie again, 2v2, pardon, 2-2-2. And so Taka is waiting to finally put his operator in use, desperately saying, come on, smoke, please disappear. Let me use that big thing. But glitch pop it is for him. Be very honest with you, Lofar, one of the collections that's triggering me a little bit, but we're getting away from that. I just don't find it beautiful. The trailer triggered me already.
Well, you know, the skins is about subjective beauty, right?
It's
some
true.
people will like it, some people will not like it.
That's why I said it's me, but at the same time, it's not me who sees that. Taka finding Shao. And so
Shao doesn't like that operator from Glitch Pop 2.0. For sure.
Sure thing. And look at it, Lofar. The rotation comes in. Over mid they go, and now they need to be really swift. They could go heaven, but they're not really having a final decision yet.
Yeah, and Zipan doesn't really get map control right now, and he's gonna probably get killed
30 seconds left.
by Akuma. Takas looks at that. Oh, there's the Rolling Thunder. Takas gets counted, but Akuma gets the kill. Oh, Zipan, missing consistency, doesn't really get it this time. Still,
there it is.
Chop Takas, what is this?
Yeah, that's what you need, but he whiffs the shot, and this is unusual to see. Hoppy, though, with nothing else, then that goes. And so Angel gotta move quick, gotta move fast, but this is him out of the equation.
What a round by Opportunities. Yeah. Oh my god, what a beauty to watch. So entertaining, right? But you can see unfolding in the front of your eyes. Like, I have seen in my... Like, with closed eyes, I've seen Akuma getting a kill on Zipan, because that's like a given, basically, right? You have Takas in the crossfire, so he gets the info in case someone peeks him from the other angle. It just... Oh my god. And the aftershock? This is the cherry on the top, right? Both aftershocks, by the way. Used in a good way.
Absolutely agree. 100%.
Takas moved a little bit there. With the last shot, he was a little bit on the move, so he missed it, man. But imagine getting that 3rd kill here. My god, man. Takas on that AWP is unbelievable so far.
And so... Taka being right now damaged.
He gets it and he gets out with the dash.
How does he escape it? How does he escape it? That's insane. But look at the control they have, though, somewhat obtained for free.
They did, but unfortunately, they have no flashes now. Shadow, the crucial piece. Well, they at least get Logan out. But Shadow, the crucial piece of the puzzle to make those executes, right? Without those flashes, it's so hard to go. And Hoppy gets the kill on Dimasic. It's a trade, but delayed by like 30 seconds. An odd predicament.
Yeah.
There's this Astro ultimate. Who played that? Angel, right? Yeah, that's Angel ultimate. Rodden with the kill on Zipan. Oh, he doesn't have a good showing today, man. Oh, he has to be fuming inside. Oh, he saw the barrel.
Yeah, he saw the
ultimate.
Barrel.
He doesn't go for it. No. Why?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed too safe to him. It seemed probably for him that, yeah, I got this anyway. But it could just be really a problem. Akuma definitely dead within a second. Yeah, he can't check both angles. And there you go. This is the only pillar of defense that was existing over here on the B site. And now plan is in. The ult can't deny it, and that's unfortunate. The ult cannot deny it. The player might be concussed, but the time's passing. They're now slowed, have been heard. Taka is once more on the operator with a good chance, and as he now tries, low HP on Angel, one pistol shot away from dying, and so the rifle has been picked up, but he hasn't checked it properly. Now they know where the final one stands, and this could be a clutch by the book from Taka. If he finds the shot, ain't happening.
And this is the domino effect where
there you go.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Because you can see, like, that barrel for Rodin, right, was a signal. There's a guy here. I have a showstopper. I can press X and get a kill. It's a free kill. And if he wouldn't die, he wouldn't put his teammate in an uncomfortable position when he was checking heaven while being flanked. He died because Rodin died. And that's the thing. Like, when you play against, you play against really good players. You peeking into a 50-50, even if you know there's a guy there. So, a little bit awkward situation, and I feel like Opportunities here, well, they could have been at a 2-4 situation right now, and they are not.
It's true, right? I see where you're coming from with it, but at the same time, it's gonna work like that.
Rather than making it work, the kill that he didn't get previous time, he gets it now when it's the hard task to do. No heals, by the way, for Opportunities here. Rodden is gonna stay on at 45 HP.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Takas.
No! Nasty
Almost.
It is.
They checked him. They checked those angles, man. And there's the rest. Angel goes back. Astro, with all of his utility, is brought back. And now it's gonna be a tough round for Rodden, unless a showstopper kills 4.
Yeah,
this can happen, right? I can dream. Yeah. I can dream of this happening.
You have already explained your fantasies a little earlier with your inner eye, but here you go. There it is. I think none of your showstopper action, at least on the side of Opportunists, is come in right now, which means Akuma on his own could try his best, but I very much doubt that this is going to work too well. Yeah, Ghost in his hands. Usually a very useful tool, but this time around, not going according to plan.
Spike planted.
Well, this is a tough round. Nothing really happening here, right? There's just a cleanup from FPX. Logan, unfortunately, he is in those clutch situations because he's playing Killjoy. And when you're playing Killjoy, most likely you're not being attacked a lot on your side, so you have to retake. You're basically playing a retake simulator. And he has his lockdown available. Now when we take we take a look on the ultimates available, Opportunities have 3 of those. They have a showstopper, they have a lockdown, and they have a 3rd one, which I forgot, which is Astra's Cosmic Divide. Cosmic Divide is a great tool for retaking or taking aggressive map control, but it requires a lot of planning, and it feels like for retaking, the combo of a Killjoy ult and Akuma's Cosmic Divide might actually be so impactful, even when on a disadvantage. And hey, Zippen goes in with double satchels, but no showstopper for him, so he just goes in with the boombot. Gets flashed by his teammate. Doesn't really matter, it's a very short flash. Hoppy went into the vents, cannot really proceed. Slowly but surely they're losing ground. Entire Heaven A is being controlled by FPX. There goes Rocket for Rocket!
Concealment.
The red one goes on top!
That's nasty. And so Shadow is taking out Taka. Brilliant stuff coming in right there, and on the edge of the wall. Look how silent and muffled it suddenly is. It sounds like it's a peaceful,
behind the
wonderful place. Yeah. And so, there it's gone. Nice headshot coming in, but I very much feel...
Okay, Logan kinda makes it work. Now they have a cool lockdown to work with. Logan doesn't even cross. He knows that there might be someone on the rafters, so he doesn't want to risk it. two people will be in the same position, and now that's where they get stunned. Beautiful aftershock, but a little bit late. Still they're stunned and flashed. What a retake! Now Angel, will it make work? No, it's not enough. Dude, oh man, this is so beautiful. I'm just like so happy. Well, while watching this, you can see the combo, the small synergies working. The Killjoy lockdown puts those two people in one spot, which is the edge of this side, right? Then Hoppy triggers the aftershock, sorry, the fault line. The vault line lands perfectly on them because they have to stand there, otherwise they're being in a lockdown. And then it's just a flash follow-up because they're stunned. They have a very slow sensitivity. They cannot really move, so they're flashed, and it's a free kill on both of them. Man, oh man, this looks beautiful.
Very much indeed. I would fully agree. And so the 4-4. We were in a back and forth here, Lofar, and I very much enjoy watching that as Zippin tries his best by taking the flight. But at the moment, it seems like that is going to be a plane-free zone, to put it that way. And as Opportunists lost Akuma in the process, Takas and his operator might just play a key role, but here they are, A side gained.
That's a nice kill from Logan, as always. That doesn't get the second one. 3 versus 3 retake. No ults available for Opportunities, but they get the double kill. And now Angel again is in a situation where he has to clutch it, but Hoppy's only on 30 HP. He gets one flash, he gets the flash, but it's not fully, but changes the cross replacement of Angel. And he has... This is so hard to adjust when you're looking into attack as operator. You know you're in a, let's say, disadvantageous position right here.
Yeah, and attack us in the brilliant spot right here with his jet. Very swift he plays. I very much enjoy that. I very much love to see this happen. Because, you know, when you have a swift and agile jet in the form of Takas, it's enjoyable. I just love it, and the Potato King would probably agree with me there.
You know what's funny is that Takas is, you know, on attack, on split. He sometimes plays still the operator, but he's allowed to do that because they play double duelists. So he doesn't have to like be the guy that creates the space on site. Because typically when you have just Jet as the duelist, her job is completely different. She needs to be first on site, dashing through the cipher traps, dashing into smoke, confuse the opponents, create a little bit of space for his team, for her team, to advance. But because of the double duelist setup from Opportunities, she will be allowed to play their operator on attack as well. There's the pull, as always. There's the grenade. Takas doesn't get damaged, so he still holds the angle. He will probably just even re-pick this. And Zipan, I think it's still on his left, if I'm not mistaken. He is hiding in the left side corner. And Takas is just holding this. Zipan might get a little bit impatient and go into his crosses because Takas just will just hold it. Why would he just go back, right?
You remember this, Lofa, right? No, yeah, there we go.
No, wait,
I was so
what?
shocked for a second. Oh, but this is Demasic with a clutch by the book. Haven't you talked about recently how pushing through those smokes is a slight danger? Here you go. This is your masterclass about it. And as we see right here, Xiao and Ko are in a spot where they say, thank you very much, Demasic, for opening up. How about we take this round for us?
And Zipan gets the kill on Takas. He just pushed through the Astra's wall. Man, that was nuts. Like, Takas had a very weird off angle probably to hold because of the Astra's wall. So it's a very tough point for him to kill with an operator flick there. But man, that smoke push, right? You could see also what's the difference between Phantom and Vandal in those situations, because Phantom has such a longer barrel than the Vandal. The Phantom was visible long time before he actually was peeking through that smoke. So Demasic, I was actually surprised that the reaction time from him was a little bit slower because he saw the barrel before. There's a flash. Logan is in a tough spot, gets killed, no save, and only one kill on FPX, while this was a full eco buy. They are now swimming in cash.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to say, par excellence here, really. By the
take a look
at it. Yeah, I think it wouldn't have made a major difference if it would have been the Vandal. I'll be honest with you. I don't think pushing out of the smoke would have had made such a major difference, especially considering this Astra smoke has this very weird visual on the edge of it. When you go out, you have this kind of stargazed sort of screen for a second, and then you go out, and then you see fully again.
Yeah, the thing is, when you try to peek from the smoke, with Phantom, you want to aim to the ground for a little bit before you go out. So the barrel is pointed like downwards, with it sticking out of the smoke.
I see what you mean.
And what also is very important, we have seen Akuma shift peek, basically, or crouch peek, which is very slow. You don't want to do that. You want to be on full speed running.
Talking about it, full speed running towards the B side. This is what they do. Sippin' is eliminating Hoppy in the process, and therefore Roden and Co on the back foot right here on the defense. Taka thought I can join this party, no worries. You're not allowed, but in the meantime, what is that? Roden coming and body hopping. He's doing it sideways.
The patch special. Man, I kind of miss the Bucky and don't miss it, you know? It's like at the same time, it's definitely not an ambivalent emotion towards the Bucky, because I love playing it and I hate playing it. You know? I have so many clips when I have like 4 kills with the Bucky when they're just coming in, and I'm just like sitting there and just like bow, 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 bow. You know? But then you're on the receiving end and you're like, nah, I don't want this. I don't want to see this ever before. Zip, it goes in, does the showstopper. That's how we know him, but he's being countered by the Rolling Thunder by Hoppy. What a good and cautious play.
For me, it seemed very much that Roden wanted to say bonjour there, but it seems like in this round...
what?
Yeah, this round it's more like au revoir. How you say it in the most Americanized way. Either way, it is Sippin taking out Hoppy, and so Shadow and Co, man advantage coming their way. With 1 minute and 10 left in the clock, all the options are open for them. As Killjoy slightly moves back to CT, we see Roden coming in, and he is fine at the frack, but immediately traded.
And there's the Shao.
There you go.
Ultimate brings it back 5 versus 3, man. Again, Opportunities on a back foot. The clutch has to happen. Akuma, Logan, and Takas have a very hard task ahead of them. He's being blocked by a wall, but he can jump over it with the updraft. There's the defenders, Killjoy, lockdown. Logan, what will you do? There's 1 kill for Takas.
Oh, Angel is aiming at that. That's crazy.
Oh my, that was so close. Some whiffed shots cost them this round, but the plan was there. But FPX prevails with just, you know, I like this. They didn't want to be, let's say, super safe and go into garages or something like that. They just stood their ground. They were like, yeah, you know what? We have the numbers on our side. Let's just crouch and wait for the peaks, because we know they are coming. So very nice play by FPX to counter the only way Opportunities can retake this side.
Checking the situation.
And now we have the pistol round.
Yeah, and to quickly, as usual, as you love it, dive into the statistics. The pistol rounds, usually when we talk of the side of Opportunists, are, well, I put it that way for you. They are somewhat fast over on A and a slight bit slower on B. This is all I'm going to say to it. Let's observe what is about to happen. The spike is in front of the A gates.
I mean, I don't know even what happened at the beginning of the round, because Dimasik is already at 32 HP. So he got 68 damage. 68 damage is not even a classic. Classic long range is 66. I don't know, what was it? Maybe Roden's grenade? It's a 55 and 1 shrapnel, I guess?
Could be. Could be very much, but...
Or maybe it was a classic hatchet for the wall. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now it's Heaven A attack. Oh, Dimasik misses!
No way. This is not the Dimasik we know. Not the Dimasik we've seen before on the first half. And now Xiao is trying his best with the classic. Gets denied by Logan, which leads to Takas, Roden, and the man who's right now reloading his ghost, Logan, coming on to the side.
That grenade will get a kill. There it is.
That's good. Takas out. And the retake is on. And this retake could be working so well, as though Sippin is down to 47. Shadow still got a flash left. but the unfortunate part is it's only Rodin remaining. It is Rodin to be the one with 24 points of health to make that one work. Can't take out the first. The second is only a headshot away.
Oh
20 on Shadow.
What a round. Man, so many small pieces had to fit perfectly for this to work. Shadow couldn't get any damage right beforehand, so he doesn't get killed by one ghost headshot. Zippen still had his paint shows to get that kill on Takas, and Angel here, when Dimasic whiffed, that's where Angel shined and gets the double kill. Like all of those small pieces here, this is such an important kill as well. And this headshot on Takas puts him on 21, which then gets killed by the paint shows. All of those is like small domino pieces.
Agreed. And you know, I have to be honest with you, the attack kind of statistics from the side of Opportunists have so far looked good. Besides that, they have a 90% conversion rate when it comes to after pistol rounds. And so, you know, as that didn't happen, that would have been so beneficial for them to have that kind of momentum going, right? In the meantime, it's Dimasic and Co finding the kills. Middle seems to be unworkable right now for the lads.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I mean, no one expects anything here. Oh, wait, what?
It's Akuma coming from the backlines, and Shao's like, eat this.
The shotgun should have, like, instead of a shot audio cue, it should have been just like a roar, like a roar.
That sounds more like a cat, Lofar.
Well, one would say that cats and dragons have a lot in common.
What exactly?
They sleep a lot.
Do you know a dragon? Have you ever seen one in nature?
I don't want to disclose this information any further.
Poland is a good country.
Here.
I'll take a look at the dragons once in a while, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the game. Opportunists trying it now with the rifles, and what an attack, really. Takas is coming in and really catches them off guard. They didn't expect this momentum, and right now it's free real estate to pick up, as though Shadow still lives. For how long does he do so? Only 30 points of health left remaining. And look at the pre-fire! No, this is not how it's supposed to go! Absolute disaster here! And Shadow finally eliminated, but Jesus Christ, Zippen is a man who can clutch here.
And he still has full utility. He can clear a corner with the boombot. He still has the second clear with his paint shells, but he's already close on side. He doesn't want to make a noise, but he's being spotted. There's the grenade. Will deal some damage. He goes in on side. He's on the default heaven spot. He gets one kill, but then gets traded by Logan. Like, that was a tough call. And still, the double kill from Shadow, that was absolutely nuts, and puts Opportunities in a very tough economical spot, because this full round was so expensive. Look at this. He dodged the one. That bullet. I feel like he could have smelled that bullet going from on his left hand side, you know? It was so close, and he had 30 HP. He would have been grazed by it. He would have been dead.
That's the thing. I was thinking the exact same thing here, Lofer. Why is he not dead? In God's name, what happened there? But either way, Opportunists on the 6th. Oh, for now, Takas is leading the pack onto B Heaven. As we see, they're taking their time here, right? They don't need to stress themselves. The classic thing Takas does: buy a cheap weapon and use your blades as much as possible, or more likely your daggers.
Or the Killjoy lockdown will be available, and it's the orbit was uncontested. So now this is easily readable. Now the rotations will happen from FBX, right? There has to be. There's the rotation. It's a little bit later. 4 seconds now on the lockdown. They will go on site. There's the execute. They're checking all the angles. No one is here on site. They will get the plant, most likely.
Yeah, they will get that. But I'm very much looking forward to Shadow, because Shadow could be the one. Yeah, I just wanted to say could get the ult, but I'm getting here absolutely obliterated by being so wrong. Zippen, in the meantime, finds Takas, and
Zippen has the showstopper.
Yeah. He's
and has one satchel. He can make this work. There's the res on Dimasic.
This is dangerous here. Especially as you mentioned, the showstopper. The showstopper it is. First player swings wide. He doesn't need that tool. Forget about it. Just let me play normally. But here comes the showstopper. Is he putting it to use? No, he can't. He cannot. And that means Xiao's remaining. But this player is exactly what you look for in a Clutchmeister. It's still not enough. Logan remains. Logan waits. Nice frack, but that's it. Yeah.
Xiao with, you know, the attempt, but not having enough time to close it out. But you have to ask yourself, like, Zippen had that rocket available. He was waiting for someone to peek, but he was so low on HP. I think he had 46 before, 44 before he jumped. So he's getting damage here. Look, 29. He gives the audio cue when he jumps down. He's slowed. One bullet takes him out.
I will not
And,
die here.
you know, this is the point in time, Lofer, where I consider when you are that low HP, you're just a few body shots away. Maybe just gamble, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
use it somewhere, just gamble it, but didn't happen.
I feel like Zippen this is not the guy we're used to. He's so consistent typically, you know.
Absolutely.
And I feel like because of the first map going not his way, he's double guessing himself right now. He's not so confident as we were used to him being confident. And this is those small things that are now happening is a result of that.
Agreed. And, you know, it seems like Opportunists are pretty much putting a curfew on FPX. You're not allowed to go outside. You're not allowed to move. Stay where you are. We'll take care of you. But Shadow puts up resistance and kicks up some dust. 1 minute is left on that clock. Entry is on the side. Well, was on the side of Opportunists, to put it that way, but FPX knows how to get the revenge. Still, it seems like we have a clear indication. It just still depends exactly on Taka's. How much room is he about to obtain, and for how long? Uh-oh. Yeah.
You are divided.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
That's brilliant use. That's right now exactly the kind of user we're looking for. Can split the site in two pieces, and that spike should go down under any circumstance. Now,
Spike planted.
you could hope for Hoppy using his
One
ult
enemy
anytime soon to deny it,
What?
but nope, he absolutely gets denied. I was just talking about his ult being so useful, but now it's down to Rodin.
And now Zippen shows up big.
What a weird way, though, to lose the round. I mean, they're standing behind the wall. I get that, but it could have, for example, really been for me right there, Hoppy taking a different stance and just using his ult to the max.
Yeah. Rough. I mean, small mistakes make a big outcome here, right? And Opportunities, instead of being at a 9-8, FPX is just running a little bit away from them on a double digits right now. And the economy doesn't work towards Opportunities as well. So this is most likely looking at we're most likely looking at an 11-7 here, unless a miracle will happen, which is possible, you know.
True.
We have seen bigger miracles so far today. Hey, Yassine.
Yeah. Well, we see. For now, the weather forecast over the French team, dark clouds, and it's time for the sun to come out. Definitely want to take the room towards heaven. They're swift, they're fast, and they got it. Takas and Co are in a position where they could try to find a bit more, but Xiao is just cleaning up heaven, and he finds that quad. Wants the ace, gets the ace.
I don't even know how many charge points on his ultimate he had at the beginning of the round, but he definitely has a full ult after this one. And that is a big point, by the way. Like, if you allow a Sage or a Raze to farm the ultimate points like this on an eco, that is actually a big deal.
I do everything.
Because this is the Raze and the Sage ultimate here on this lineup is actually the most impactful one. So you don't want Xiao no Zippen to get those kills, and unfortunately they gave him an ace.
Yeah.
So now 4 ultimates ready for FPX. Like, if I'm gonna have to guess, FPX were gonna use all of them to just guarantee that they're gonna be on a match point, and those 4 ultimates have a lot of stopping power or retake power or info power in case of Dima's ultimate. So this is actually pretty neat, and I'm I would like to say that the Rolling Thunder might be even used at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the round here.
Blocking sight.
As a fault line instead, because no one else was running down the ramp.
Consume it.
One flash being used in the for mid control. The smokes are being used by Akuma. Remember that Astra has 14 seconds cooldown on those smokes. She will still be able to use the smokes in just a few moments.
So a lot of room taken by Akuma. It's seemingly a tendency we're experiencing right now, but very swiftly they're escaping heaven. Very swiftly they're saying, you know what, we're gonna take the room. Demasik is gonna be concussed, and so heaven is not as safe as they might think it is, because look how quick the rotation came in. Demasik is alive. Demasik finds a frag, and this brings Takas and Co in the uncomfortable spot of checking way too many angles, and also a breach ult coming in. Shadow is using that, and Roden has right now the opportunity to bring the clutch to him, but Shadow knows the corner and Shadow knows the angle. Not the slightest chance. And well, I don't know about you, but I very much feel we're going on map number 3.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, but it's we'll see. Like, we have seen opportunities dig themselves out of the bigger holes than this one.
That'll work.
So I wouldn't be surprised. But Broden, Showstopper, Hoppy with the Rolling Thunder, they can combo this out definitely. Probably gonna see a massive push on mid. Actually, no, let's go back. There are 3 people in garage. Yeah, I have to stop predicting stuff like this. They always just turn around. There's the Rolling Thunder. There's the Showstopper combination.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's being caught. The rocket doesn't do anything. Sippin gets the kill on Akuma, and they're all visible on site.
They are, and so very much I doubt that this is gonna work. Spike is out in the open, delivered, and who's delivering there is Sippin.
And Bucky and Hookah is an absolute beast. So they actually play in first 20 seconds. They go and push that Hookah with the breach, typically. But this time, this is not something they play. So we're gonna have Angel and the Phoenix.
Yeah, and so patience is key, as we always have learned. And as for now, go ahead.
Sorry, this actually is so interesting to watch, because you know they played 5 times with in the past 20 matches with a completely different lineup, and it changes the way they probably would just gonna approach some angles as well. Because you know then they don't have breach right now, right? Shadow was playing a breach. Shadow is not playing an Astra, but hey, we have the fight in Showers.
There you go. And Angel taking a lot of room, waiting just to take lamps right now. Roden most definitely heard that and gives information to Hoppy. But what a move by him! He just swings wide and thinks that nobody could have come there directly in front of the gates of A. Means Taka is all on his own, and Taka's definitely can deny any further presence from Xiao. Second one coming in. They just really want to delay it, and Taka's is capitalizing on it. Looking for more. Denied though, which leads to only Shadow. And he will take the spike over to B.
10 seconds
He has 10
left.
seconds to plant, so not a lot of room to wiggle. Oh wait, does he have time? Oh my god, that was a heart attack.
Yeah, understandable heart attack you have, your Lothar. But now let's see if he puts a heart attack into the hearts of Opportunists, as the one first is down! Shadow is there to clutch, and it's good night and sleep well. Opportunists put to bed, and the blanket on top. Exceptional stuff.
3 last bullets available in the clip.
Nasty.
Like
Nasty.
a clip into a clip, because this is a Twitch clip for sure. How is he allowed to clutch like this? I feel like, look, they're both next to each other. Both Roden and Akuma then split and allow Shadow to have 2 separate fights. And they were so close next to each other. Man, that has to sting. They had it in the bag, and they threw the bag away.
Indeed. Very, very much true. And for now, I'm very much hoping to see this shadow take over the map, leave it all dark and sinister. Now, poor Akuma being tagged here by the cam.
3 ghosts inside of Opportunists. They play a retake on A with only 2 people there available. It's now slowly rotating towards B. There's 2 people being spotted by the recon dart. Angel goes in, no fear. He knows that he goes against worse equipment than his own, although he has a ghost himself.
Yeah, and there you go. Hoppy absolutely being run over. And, well, the hit and run perfectly working for FPX. No big surprise. Nice try from Logan. Second round, though, is secured.
You know, it's funny that they actually did so much damage, but they didn't, like, close out those kills, right? It was, like, 3 headshots from ghosts on 3 separate people. Unfortunately, not a single one converted from for those kills, and that was the goal, basically, right? You pay 500 for a ghost, but if you get a kill, then the ghost costs 300, but in exchange, you also cost your opponents, like, let's say, 3.9, because they have to rebuy full shields and a gun, which is most likely a rifle, because it's not going to be a bonus round anymore. Right now we see that FPX has pretty mixed equipment with 1 rifle and a bulldog. Angel with the 34 HP. Well, that was pretty close.
Is he getting away? He has to. I mean, come on, Angel, please. Don't just die for nothing. Finally heals himself. Was about time, if you ask me, but actually put both down and put him on 100 points of health. And this leaves us in a situation where, with 1 minute and 8 left on the clock, Opportunists really play it calm and by the book. Not too much utility wasted so far.
Well, Takas is currently out of equipment. Nothing is left in his pocket. He only has his Phantom. Now he's gonna just have to wait patiently for someone to peek. They don't know if someone is going B long. They have no informations. So the map control is not there. Look at the positioning for Opportunists. They're just jumping from backside, trying to grab some information. There's a debuff, but there's no utility to follow it up.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, Demasik was nearly sucked in. Takas with a big mistake though, and he's gonna pay that with his life. And they're talking about it. Same goes for Roden. It seems like the Frenchmen definitely struggle to put up a big resistance right here. Angel and Co take the side. Angel and Co will keep it, and they'll not give it back to those who look for an opportunity.
Doesn't look good for Ops right now. This is well, that recon bolt had some really big shield. Like magnetic field even, just pushed away the bullets. But the problem is, this is defense on bind, something that I would say bind favors. And currently they will be looking at 3-0. They only saved 2 guns. So Roden, Akuma, and Takas. They're still gonna have 2 guns, but at least it made a little bit more costly for the attackers. But still, this is really not looking good for the next round. They will have to be gambling a little bit higher on the next round, because they have like a half save, half not. How do you buy into an economy here, right? Do you buy rifles with no shields? Because that's 1 point, right? You can have Takas on a rifle with no shields. You can have Roden with no shields on a rifle. And Akuma is the only one that can buy a shield and a rifle. Or do you go for sheriffs, and do you go for like a semi-buy and let's say a full buy next round, right? So we'll see how Opportunists like to approach this round. So far, Roden committed into a small shield and a deal, aiming for goes for Akuma. Takas was changing his mind, but settles with a sheriff as well. So they go for a just, let's say Hail Mary round that wants to be converted into a lot of damage to their opponents, but most likely they're going to lose, but they will have a full buy next round.
True. Well, it's pretty much, pick and choose, mix it up, put shuffle. And, the sheriff, like mentioned, 4th most used weapon so far in this tournament. And, if you ask me, that's he's surprisingly much up there. At the same time, a valuable eco/force buy tool. And talking about that, Logan, one of the 2 lads who has a rifle in his hands, could pick up another one for his team. But in the meantime,
What
it seems like B-side belongs to FPX.
so much information to gather as well, like map control, info, everything opened up by Dimasik. That was actually so valuable, and he got the Vandal out of Opportunists' hands as well.
It's not gonna work. I'll be honest with you, Hilo. I very much doubt
Without obscuring
that
vision.
Opportunists can make this one work right here, as though you should never say never, as we all have learned in the past. Shao,
Shao, the
I'm not
3
quite sure if he
kills with
saw
the
it.
recon arrow.
yeah, right.
That was just a recon arrow that just made, you know, it clear as day. Smoke or not, it's a kill for Shao.
And Hoppy most likely with 30 points of health and 8 bullets left in his magazine.
Oh, he
Remains chanceless.
Dimasik. That's unlucky.
Yeah.
Anyway, one thing I want to point out about weapons, because you brought out the topic and I wanted to chime in, is I wonder in the future of EU, because currently Vandal is being played more often than Phantom in EU. Where in NA, an example, it's 50-50 split. But in EU, everyone favors Vandal. By everyone, I exaggerate a little bit. But most people play Vandal.
30
But
seconds left.
now with the inclusion of Astra, Viper becoming stronger in the next patch, so many smokes and like, you know, obscuring of vision will happen on the map. I wonder if the Phantom will not become more picked than Vandal because of that, because of the lack of traces, right? You can spam through the smokes because you have a suppressor and no one will know exactly your position. With the Vandal, when you shoot once through a smoke, a smart player will get you.
I think we would definitely need a statistical analysis on that to see if your point is that significant or not.
We'll see about after the next patch, because I feel like that has to bring Astra and Viper both to play.
Yes,
Viper's gonna become definitely more playable in the high pro level. She was very good before, but the next patch is gonna be nuts.
Yeah, indeed. And, you know, coming from that, moving to an entry bot side of FPX, Taka's considered to do a white swing over on long, immediately punished for it. As, you know, in the meantime, we're definitely going to see a good bit of information coming in for Opportunists. Solo was clearing out right here. Rodent was checking over on long, didn't spot a single soul, as he didn't see any footsteps, any footprints, any sign of life over there. It's time to enter a site. And Angel says, thank you very much for that frag. Gonna use my ult on you again. Good information coming in. Hoppy falling as though Rodent finds a crucial double. I very much doubt that too much more is coming out of it. And you see right here, Shao knows how to attack, Shao knows how to make a move on him, as though Akuma still chimes in, still strikes, and he's hungry. He's looking for more. That spike's going on the ground, and as it hits it, I do have my doubts it's gonna work that easily. Dimasik though, can he bring it home? He whiffs the first, and Rodent finally with a sign of life.
But the skin of that thief though, like, only one gun saved, right? It's a very expensive round for ops, and they will have the opponent still in full buy. They had such a huge amount of cash. Look at that. Almost every single player above 7k. Insane. Like, they're gonna have the weapons and weapons for days now, while ops is still gonna struggle. They might be missing even some utility pieces unless they play on small shields. Yeah, there's a Guardian. Look at that. Guardian, no utility on Logan. Am I looking at this correctly? Wait, what? He has 1.4k.
Well.
Oh, he used it already. Never mind. Sorry, it's a long day.
All good. And in the meantime, I think Taka's is thinking the same. Getting here tacked up by Cypher's horrible trapwire. I hate the slingshot effect on that, really. It's so annoying. It's so horribly annoying. But anyway, Angel and Co are in a confident and solid spot. The previous round, as you mentioned, worked for Opportunists for sure, but at what cost? That is the question.
Well, map control still a little bit awkward for both teams. No one pushes from A. The Astral Wall, it was a little bit confusing for everyone. Nothing happened out of it. Right. Now will we see a counter wall from the attackers?
Good question. In the meantime,
Does
it feels
stun. Oh my.
very nasty. But there's the defender killjoy. That's going to buy time. 10 more seconds to either you go in the teleporter and be swift and fast, or you got a problem. He's going to stick it. And
Wow,
look how many players are right now in the radius.
Oh, that
This is
Brimstone
not looking
molly
good.
didn't work.
Oh, that's 2 players detained. This is problematic. Angel was staying in it, but it seems like the cramps in his hands are finally fading any second soon. But the nade is enough. Shadow knows what to do, and Shadow is joining that one. It seems like the duo is finding the force to deny that hope and that dream of Opportunists to continue a streak. As though Shadow jiggles around, gets killed. A little slow if you ask me, but here's the ult, and Shao is gonna do it. But no, look how wrong it was. He didn't have a clue, and he's gonna play hide and seek. He's gonna jiggle around there the entire day. And Hoppy's ult was misused. Hoppy's ult didn't buy him what he wanted to.
Well, he was double guessing. He went for the 50-50. He missed, unfortunately. Not this angle. You know, that's a little bit unfortunate for him. And unfortunate for Opportunists, because they had to stun people, right? One good kill even here by Takas with the nade from Raze, but then the double kill happens by Shao. Such an impactful double kill. It's insane. Like, that brought back FPX in this round. I feel like it was a little bit awkward when it comes to the decision making, right, from FPX in general. But they had a great opening. If you paid attention, Takas was standing in the pocket in the cubby when he got stunned, then was thrown by a molly from Phoenix and Zippin's paint shows. He was just like basically eradicated from that position.
Agreed. And
Spike down.
Akuma and Shao, they don't really like each other, that's for sure. Road in the meantime, falling in that entire process. The B site, vulnerable as hell. Even though it's a mixed buy again of Opportunists, they very much try to find a little more, but here's a clear sign. I mean, they know where the final player stands. They could just go teleporter. They don't need to fight. They could just go teleporter. There's no reason to fight. And Demasic, the turret is gonna find him, but it's not enough. At what cost?
I mean, they're rolling in cash, right? But yeah, I agree.
Still.
I agree. That was totally unnecessary from FPX, and that just gives opportunities to Opportunists with situations like this where Logan just shines. Look at the calmness. He's collected, cold-blooded in this decision making. He doesn't spam. He knows he has to aim slowly but surely. Steady aims wins the game, and well, almost. But you know, a very good example of how Logan just plays those clutches.
A wild one.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, no. Come on, man. I mean, Zippin, what is the thought process behind that? Shao is going to find Hoppy, though. And this is the very important counter after... I'm not quite sure what Zippin was thinking. He was most likely considering either that his blast pack is going off or something. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but...
I mean,
either way.
His blast pack is being countered by the gravity well, but you cannot get out of it with the blast pack. You're just being stuck there. So...
unlucky.
It was a little bit unlucky, not gonna lie. I mean, unlucky. He was a little bit rushed when it comes to his decision, right, to go through the showers. And we have seen this in the past. Angel was caught by the same stuff, but he managed to get out of it. Aggressive stance from Astra.
You are divided.
Well said. Either way.
There's the divide, cosmic divide, cutting the side in half, which is, in my opinion, a very, very risky play. But they get the double kill, but no one is covering the angle now. But
here we go.
Yeah, it's like from the other side, 2 guys are already out of showers. The retake from Ops will be so tough. I don't think they'll even try. Here we go. Takas just stands here, toys with the ADS. His other player on CT on B. Doesn't really matter. Like, they have to save those Vandals.
Oh, come on. Don't give me a seizure here, Takas.
Yeah, I have a history of those. Don't do this.
Either way, talking about Bind, It is a map where we have previously seen average success for FPX. I'll put it that way. In 2021, we didn't see it play too often. First of all, that's crucial to point out. You know, we only saw them right now play it 6 times. With Funio-wise, and this is something I find worth pointing out, only 3 times playing against notable teams. Ascent, Fnatic, and IP. Against Fnatic and NIP, they took the L. Against Ascent, they found a victory. The other 3 ones are not, in no disrespect, worth a mention too much. And right now, it seems like they want to, you know, increase their record.
This goes here.
Hey, honestly, I feel like in this map, it's kind of hard to say, is this FPX playing really well? Or is this Opportunist playing semi-badly? Like, I'm not sure. A lot of situations are unnecessary from both teams.
Yeah.
But there are also like some really low odds scenarios happening at the same time.
True.
But one thing for sure, this game is entertaining to watch.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's a bit of a blockbuster for sure. Especially, you know, FPX, you know, when are they finally having that big trophy in their cabinet? Often stopped before they could even get too close to it. And now this team, where I always ask myself, what are they actually missing? What is it they're missing? And, you know, they made it close. Surely they had a close start there on map number 1. Very uncomfortable, so to say. But this one, they feel it. They seem to feel it.
Ooh.
Talking about it, Spike's out.
That is a big kill. Not only it gets a kill, it gets the position of the Spike, but Angel gets the crucial kill on Logan, who was going for that Vandal in the market. But he's being stopped. Will he get that crossfire? He wasn't pushed. They knew that this can happen, that heck he can be covered.
Oh, this is so crucial now to find the frag. Akuma is going to be blind and going to be flashed. It's not all working. Xiao has to try, but the crossfire is on him. 7-2. Opportunists finally fight back. And, you know, one thing it could possibly come down to, you know, because this is something where I have a slight bit of issues here, Lofar, is the stalling abilities with the kind of composition they have. Brimstone, a Molly, alright. Astra, definitely the player right here that can do the best. Killjoy somewhat, but I'm missing, you know, something like, you would say, that combination you recently have with a flash of a Breach, for example, or a Phoenix that recently was put to use in these combinations.
Yeah, that is true. Although, I feel like it's probably not even a problem for the defense, but it will be a problem for the attack.
Yeah.
For Opportunists, right? Because right now on defense, they're just... I feel like they take unnecessary risks in their positioning on the defense, and they pay the price for that. But on the attack, they might be lacking that execution power. But we'll see. Maybe they have... Like, I will be happy to see being proven wrong. And maybe they have very cool executes with the amount of smokes that they will have. But let's take a look at this. This is Opportunists holding this side. FPX is being so far pushed out, but Takas with a weird position. Zipan goes in with the showstopper, doesn't get the kill, but creates the space, and now everyone is on site.
Yep, and it seems like in this case, Zipan Airlines is not finding any destination. Akuma, you know, fights against an entire army, tries his best to prevail, but won't stand a chance. And so, it seems very much like this one is not gonna work for Logan and his Acolytes, as they have to abrogate their approach to retake the B site. And Takas and co, you know, all alacrity aside, they're missing the clearance here. They're really missing that continuous streak of rounds where they just bounce back into it. And this is something where I am somewhat worried, because talking also about pistol rounds and bind, it is a worrying aspect with very solid statistics coming over on the FPX side of things.
All right. You can just, let's say, sum up this round with an opportunity save for Opportunists. Like, they had to save again. This is not a good sign. If a team in Valorant has to save a lot of the rounds with weapons, that means that they're just losing hard on rounds, right? Because they're not rolling in cash. They cannot spare those chances of clutching. And This is a team that is known for the clutches. This is a team which always goes for the unfavorable retakes, the 2 versus 4, the 2 versus 3, the 1 versus 3. We have seen this happen, but now on Bind here, this is not being allowed because they cannot take those risks because they will just throw the next round without any equipment. And this is a problem. This is something that is uncharacteristic for Opportunists because this is not how they play typically.
Right. No, I'm fully with you. I'm fully with you. And, you know, the hometown of Cypher seems to become the hometown of FPX at that point in time. As, you know, the rather not so popular map in Europe, which is way more played than A, for example, is seemingly working for the side of FunPlus Phoenix. 1 minute left on that clock. Now, Angel again taking an orb as though it doesn't give him his ult immediately. And Akuma and Co just, you know, shrugging, standing there, somewhat out of ideas. That's what it seems like to be right now. FPX in a solid stance.
Angel would love that second orb that round. He was looking at it, but he knew that there's a big risk. If he goes for it, he might have be tagged and killed. So it's very, very risky to get it. But you know, with 3 out of 6, he's most likely gonna get it next round. So still worth to go forward. That one now, Cosmic Divide on side allows FPX to just go on side, and
that's nasty. That's just really nasty. Oh. And Zippin, a bullet by the way in his magazine, but still the man advantage is here on the side of FPX. Good information, nice and great. Takas is capitalizing, and that nade goes as according to plan. He tried his best.
You know what's
but
funny?
None of that works.
Takas was, I don't want to lie, 400, 500 milliseconds late with that showstopper because they had 9 seconds to plant. And Takas killed the planter after the plant. If you would have done that a little bit early, look, 10 seconds left, right?
Yeah.
10 seconds left, the plant goes in, there goes the showstopper. Look, that plant was just done. If you would have killed the planter, they would have won the round.
You know, it is time for Rodin to keep up the mentality and to stick to their motto. Garder la mentale, as the Frenchmen seem to say.
Hoppy really wants that orb. He's 6 out of 7.
Understandable. I think one of the best ults in the entire game. Really, it feels like the kind of room you can deny. Short term is massive with this, but didn't get it.
But this ult was by the way was nerfed. It was a 6 charger. It was absolutely insane.
It was insane.
On Bind, the Brimstone was just, I would say, even a little bit overpowered because of how often you could do the Brimstone ult and just control like lamps, an example.
And there you go. And there's your orb. Finally.
Oh, Angel being tagged through the wall. Rodin taking the control of lamps, but he is a little bit afraid. There's the Angel with the crouch peek.
30 seconds
Oh no, I mean, take a look at it. What a mistake, really. What a mistake you saw right there, because he was trying to use his ult, but so late onto lamps, specifically onto lamps. This is what I found a little odd. Hoppy then couldn't really capitalize on it. I'm sure surely last round you have to use it. Logan is going to do the same right here, but immediately taken out. This is a half by the book. FPX with a 10-2 scenario that's going to give him a comfortable defense right now.
It seems like we have a common scenario, maybe even a script written by Riot for this day, because you know, first duel between the previous match, between the previous teams, the first map was completely different than the entire outcome of the match. And here we have a very similar story. FPX just is on a true comeback, you know, storyline, and they are dismantling Opportunists right now. This is the FPX that everyone is just talking about, right? This is the FPX we love because they play this EU style Valorant, and it's very, like, let's say, maybe not complicated, but it's the thinking man's game, right? And they make it work. But they didn't look like that on the first map.
Yeah, I don't know if I would 100% agree with that, but I mean, we can definitely do a 3 million hour podcast on different playstyles. Sipping in the meantime, the only playstyle he knows is popping heads. Works in Akuma, but the counter is immediately there. And Takas falls, goes secured. Angel joins the fragging party, and not even 100 points of health are overall remaining on the side of Opportunists. The Flames would be your immediate death. Hoppy is showing a signal that he is over here, and in the meantime, FPX, look at it, they don't even choose to fight in the close range. They don't even dare to take such a debatable scenario for themselves. They play defensively, wait patiently, and hope for the rotation. As Sova is taking the room in front of bathrooms, the smokes are coming down, and right now from this point in time, it is just a few shots left. It is a few shots left for this to finish. Hoppy surely gets the one onto Demasik, but I doubt there's too much coming out of this, even though he teleports.
Yeah, and he goes straight into the arms of his opponents. Like, with 4 people alive, they can afford to leave one guy on A to disrupt the plan, and Hoppy with 19 HP gets the bullet to the forehead anyway.
Shadow stole it from him. Shao was so certain this is my free frag, but Shadow's like, I aren't think that, brother. Cleaning.
Yeah, you know, it's a big problem because there wasn't even a plan for Opportunists. So they're on an 11-2, and they cannot really even force because of lack of funds. So this is really looking awkward right now. They're putting on match point with this kind of equipment, right? Typically would like to see a full force, but it's not the case. So this is gonna be tough. Angel with the Spectre, he doesn't want to play close range. He doesn't want to be taken off and giving that weapon to his opponents, but he's getting tagged through the wall and through the smoke. Side control giving away. Safe plan for Opportunists. Angel gets the kill. There's the flash. There's the second.
It's just clean. Absolutely clean. There's not the slightest bit of worry as I say that. Hoppy tries, Hoppy dares, but Hoppy fails. You know, can't be mad at the man right here. And that brings us to 12-2. That brings us that match round. And Opportunists, they seem chanceless and like literally no opportunity left for them.
It is tough. This is tough. Like, they couldn't force. Maybe they should have actually forced with, I don't know, shields and just sheriffs. It's a hard call, right? Because now they're playing for overtime, but they need to roll 10 rounds in a row. That is gonna be really challenging. And for FPX, look how smart they play. They know they can give this one out. They don't have to full buy. They can just play for the full buy next round. So everyone saves the cash. They play subpar weapons. But it's fine. They know they can do that. Nice small satchel play by Takas. Gives a good angle if someone is holding that hookah.
And you love to see it.
Nice peek. Oh, that's a lot of damage on Takas. He's currently at 50 HP. And someone did teleport into it. And now he's being trapped between 2 players.
Takas was under pressure. He didn't even know which angle to check. And as though Shao deals damage and Logan is low on HP right here, I doubt that this is going to be too easy of a retake here from FPX. I mean, surely, you know, we're talking about a low HP player. We're talking about good opportunities. Angel's like really, you know, waiting for a high five for every player for the retake. Just come here, let me give you the high five. But yeah, Logan saw that Angel had to move. Great molly put in. And now they got to put into consideration if they actually go for it. But, you know, with so many rounds left, I think they'll dare. But Demasik ignores that little bot. And so 2 versus 4, maybe safe would now actually be reasonable.
Oof. I mean, the thing is, they don't have to save. They have full cash for the next round.
Right.
So destroying the economy for your opponents is the goal. That's something you want to get. So let's see if they're gonna try to catch the people from the teleporter. I will guess so. Yeah, this is why we see Zip and Ferrari peek from CT, but he gets domed.
And now it's a long road. It is a long road for the Frenchman to grab a victory. And as you mentioned, continuously getting better and better and better. Taking out Heretics yesterday showed the potential of this lineup, the strength they can bring on the server. Yet at the same time, they seemingly are in shambles and absolutely kicked up when we talk about this map right here.
Well, fully prepared with the utility and the weapons, but this is do or die. And right now, no one dies yet, but Takas is being tagged. 85 HP on him. He's taking those chances, but now Angel goes through the teleport. Shadow helps him out with the crossfire when Takas is looking at him. And that's such a terrible position to be in. Takas twice in a row now with the same predicament.
Doesn't make it any better, does it? And
You should run.
as now the attacker Killjoy should basically
such
make
a
it.
counter to the attacker's Killjoy. Oh no, never mind. The Pinchos didn't destroy it. It
Nope.
looked like it had a good angle, but it actually didn't destroy it.
No, unfortunately not. And so Opportunists in a horrible spot. But what in God's name just happened there? They thought they could get the frags in time, but Opportunists are capitalizing, literally opportunistic about it. And this could cause a fourth round. This could cause FPX to let slide away. And surely we're talking about FunPlus Phoenix, a team led by star IGL Angel, a man who's known for big brain and big plays. But at the same time, this is the kind of start, the ugly, disgusting start you know for comeback scenarios, where you usually expect things to turn around. Talking about it, Demasik is still there. Hoppy could be just taken out in a matter of
Wait,
seconds.
what? They know where he
taking
is?
it back. Ah,
That was way too close.
way too close. Ridiculously.
That was definitely way too close. And how is Opportunists now looking on the cache? I actually didn't have enough time to look at it. But here, I'm not certain how much damage Rodden was being tagged for. I feel like he was left at 60 after this. I was a little bit unlucky for Shadow to not get that kill when he was tagged by the recon. Now, let's see. Opportunist, full buy. Actually, still some cash in the bank, which looks pretty good. FPX, though, they're on the shotguns, they're on the sheriffs. So, they're holding the close angles.
Yep.
Oh, my favorite Bucky skin.
The thing I quickly wanted to point out on, those are the rounds where you think, yeah, 12-4, guys, we got this. And then suddenly the comeback is coming in because you played some sloppy rounds where you felt so safe. I understand, obviously, that it's a long road for Opportunists. At the same time, every round has to be played like it's about to go into overtime, like it's World Championship. And it is something that you really have to keep in mind, because otherwise you might fall short. And you don't want to be the team that got comebacked. Absolutely, you don't want to be that.
There's the plan. There's Shao with the ultimate. He gets the tag. He gets the kill on Hoppy.
All right.
Oh, definitely didn't see this happening before.
Oh, look at that. Look at that patience. Demasik, they can't hear a thing, right? It's all muffled. It's
They know
all noise canceled, basically.
They know it started the plan, but they don't know exactly where. Demasik with the kill and Akuma. In the meantime, there's the
info.
cosmic divide dissipating.
They exactly know what's up. Logan and Takas
There's
right
the
now in a
showstopper,
very
but Zippin has 10
spot.
HP.
They know, just do it, shoot it, pre-fire, and it works. And that means Logan is the last one standing, denying that defuse. That ain't happening. The man's just sticking. The man is just sticking, and they lose the game in this fashion.